Hi, and welcome to another episode of Business Spotlight. This is Teresa Myrick with Action Coach Tampa Bay, and I'm bringing to you, yes, another wonderful business owner here in the Tampa Bay area. Today, we have Dr. Jacqueline Darna. She's going to tell us about herself and her business and how she's serving our community. So take it on.
Wonderful. Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. Jacqueline Darna. Thank you so much for having me. I am the CEO and medical inventor of Nausea, Migraine, and Sleepless Nights. I patented essential oil infused acupressure wristbands that instantly stop people from having upset stomach, headaches, migraines, and/or sleep problems in 30 seconds or less. I took my products and my inventions a little over a couple years ago into hospitals in 14 countries of the world for distribution, and you can find them and buy them at 30,000 retailers like Walmart, Meijer, CVS, and a bunch more.
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to a superstar today.
Oh, you're so cute. I'm definitely not a superstar, just a mama on a mission.
That's phenomenal. I've known so many people over the years that suffer from just debilitating migraines. So that is marvelous. What got you into this?
So as a physician by trade, I turned entrepreneur and inventor about 8 years ago. And it really happened when I myself, I got really sick after an emergency C-section and nothing else worked. No medications. They wanted to put me into a medically induced coma, which I said no, because I had just had a brand new baby. And again, nothing was working. So finally, I remembered in anesthesia school, we talked about acupressure on the P6 point of the wrist. And then my stepmom walked in with a peppermint plant. And she said, I read this on Google, and believe it or not, I kept dropping the leaves, but they really were helping me as I smelled them, because the fastest way into your brain is actually through your nose. So the cool part about it is I asked for a piece of tape. And then when I taped them together, boom, it started working, and I stopped vomiting basically instantly. Wow. And so from that, I was like, there's got to be some medical stuff behind it. We got into about 11 clinical trials and really just moved the message that you can have better health and wellness naturally, all with Nomo products.
Wonderful. So tell me just a little bit more about the structure of your business. So you have these all over the place. They're in. How can we get them if we're having this issue? Who do we go to?
Yeah, so you're more than welcome to go on our website, nomonausea.com or Amazon, and then, or you can just go to your nearest Walmart or CVS, or you can go into Meijer, which is a grocery chain. We're also in Bed Bath & Beyond, Bye Bye Baby, if you're buying for, nice, the younger population. I personally am actually a podcaster. I have a pregnancy ecology podcast. And at first I thought no one was ever going to listen to it, because I was answering questions that moms are just too scared to ask, right? Like, will I poop on the table? And I give the real doctor answer, but as though I'm like your best friend. And so we have about 70,000 pregnancy listeners. So if you know anybody who's pregnant, we can help them to stop morning sickness, stop them from second trimester headaches and migraines, and then also give them some sleep, right, in the third trimester. But we're not just for pregnancy. We're also found on like cruise ships and stuff like that to help people with seasickness. And even better, our kids line, No Sleepless Nights Kids, is really revolutionary for children who have mental disorders. My son and I both have ADHD, so it's our superpower at life, but we're able to put on a No Sleepless Nights band, and we're actually able to go to sleep faster and stay asleep longer. So yeah, that's the way that you can find all the information and or follow us on all the socials at Nomo Nausea.
This is amazing, because I was thinking, no, seriously, because I've just dealt with this. I had a son, I have a son who suffered from migraines, and even now, if the right triggers happen at the right time, he's suffering, he's out for the day. So this is amazing. You are a hero in my world. And
this is preventative. That's the other thing. You can do it in combination with anything else. And just from like the actual structure of a migraine, right? You get migraines for a bunch of different reasons. But most importantly, how do we stop the current headache cycle? And how do we actually use our own body to produce hormones to make them actually stop the next occurrence of a migraine by over 3 days or more? So that's really, it's the combination of right now, and then how do we help for later? So absolutely, it is a wonderful, again, I can't say it's 100%, but we are 80% effective at reducing the actual upset stomach, headaches, and migraines in 30 seconds or less. So that's a great statistic.
It's amazing because you don't need a prescription for it, and it's easily accessible. I love that.
It's all over the counter.
Yeah. So just because I want to make sure that we honor your time. Tell us, because we're talking to business owners, you're someone who formulated something. Tell us the difference in you having to create something and just, you going out and servicing something that's already in existence,
Yeah. So I had never taken a business or a marketing class.
Mhm.
And I only did what I knew, what was most comfortable for me. As a doctor, I ended up selling it to other like smaller doctors' offices. And then I started speaking on it at different conferences. And then it kind of translated into my customers really asking me. A lot of the women that were utilizing it during delivery, they said, "Where were you when I needed you for morning sickness?" And that
Right.
gave me that cue that I needed to have, I needed to be in business where my customers are. So that had me get a website, plus be on Amazon, all of the different .coms like Zulily and things of that nature.
But
And then to
before
really
that,
that
I'm
message.
sorry, before
Yeah.
that, you had to get it manufactured.
Oh, yes. Yeah, we actually have we're 100% made in the US now after COVID. So we ended up buying our manufacturing plant here in the US. But even before then, it was all because business is the business of people. It's not about products, it's not about services. So I literally on Google looked for a plastics engineer, found one that was about 2 hours north. And Frank and I have been actually good friends ever since. He only charged me for my first prototype. And he made like
Wow.
14 different versions. He ended up introducing me to a medical manufacturer that I first used, and then one of my sales reps actually ended up introducing me to our medical manufacturer that we currently have in Zephyr Hills, Florida. So it was just, I don't
Wow.
know, the perfect people at the perfect time.
Yeah.
And I always say that mentorship is super important. Find
Yes.
your mentor. And again, I'm so grateful for all of mine. But even more importantly, they should be cheerleaders, not just
Mhm.
mentors, because mentors are people who are going to tell you what to do, but cheerleaders are literally going to take you and be like, "Give me an A," and move that
Right.
message along.
Exactly. So I see that you're highly motivated to do this. I see the purpose in what you're doing. I really love it. What is the future of your company?
The future, actually, we have a secondary company, which is a health technology. It's called IntelliDoc. It is able to be an AI voice activated telehealth shopping cart. So after every time when you're on telehealth and you see a shopping cart and it populates all of those over the counter items, that's my company, right? Being able to move the message to give all
Nice.
people better health and wellness.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. I
Thank you so
appreciate all
much.
this knowledge. I'm so excited for what you're doing in the world. I will drop all your information in the description. So guys, if you are or someone who or someone is suffering from migraines, is pregnant and having what? Morning sickness,
Morning sickness, yeah, or even during
nausea.
delivery. Mhm.
Yeah, so we all know someone. So make sure you connect. Make sure you go and find her bands just so that you have it on hand. I don't know. But
Yeah.
thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you again for watching another episode, and we'll see you again next time.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.